it's Lois with Lois Keepsakes and Creation. I'm here today because we're going to do a project together, and that is making a journal out of our composition book. I went around to try and find some theme that I wanted to go with this year, so I winded up picking out ocean themes, beach themes, sunset themes, things of that sort. So I've always been a big ocean fanatic person, and I love the ocean, but I won't live there. It's too hot. But anyway, I'm showing you this. This is what inspired me, and believe it or not, I made this book back in 2016, maybe early 2017, as soon as I started learning about how to make handmade journals. And I didn't finish it, as you see. I didn't finish it, but I've always hung on to it, and it gives me, you know, an anniversary to be thankful for, as you might want to say, because, you know, I've been crafting since 2017, making journals, and I've loved it all the way. If you don't know how much I loved it all the way, you should see my craft room. It is full to the rim. So anyway, yeah, so this gave me inspiration, and my daughter gave me a gift pack of material for my holiday, and I was thinking about using this coral because, I'll show you that, because I got this to pick out, and I just wanted to show you. Let's see, get you something that ain't got words, that doesn't have any words, but you know, something like that. I don't know if you can see that in the reflection, but it has a metallic to it or something. I don't know. It's just kind of funny, but it does, and it kind of glistens a bit. But I'm like thinking, I really do want to do the ocean, or, you know, the beach theme. So yeah, so that's what I got picked out. I pulled that paper out. This one is by Recollection, and it is Syria Oasis. That's what the name of it is. So, and it's by Recollection too. And let's see, and then the other one I picked out too, this one is by Coastal. Well, it's called Coastal, but it's from DCWV, and they did this one, and I've picked some stuff out. As you can see, I've already done a little bit of cutting on some extra paper in here and stuff, but I was thinking about to go ahead and use it. Why not, right? Look, there's the inside cover to my journal over here. So yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. So mermaid scales, I like that one. That one's pretty. But so anyway, yeah, so that's what I picked out. I pulled out these two beach theme books, cardstock, how you want to say it, cardstock pad, design paper pad. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna make this exactly from your composition book. I was just kind of looking at it for more like the theme, you know, so the ocean kind of come into play. So that's why I want to use the ocean. So, as you guys know, you saw my other journal. Okay, so you guys seen the last time on my journal here that I finished for 2022. Well, the size of it, I like the size. It didn't take up much room inside my purse. So, let's see what this one measures out. It's going to measure out at 8 by 6 1/4, but I would probably say, yeah, 6 1/4. So, yeah, so I'm thinking maybe to go back with the same size. What do you guys think? I think that'll be okay, you know. Just cut that off a little bit over there like I did the last time. And then, of course, I'll cut this off, you know, like that to get the size and the width of it. So, but, yeah, I really did like it. I mean, I was able to just put it in my lap and it sat comfortably. You know, you get some of those journals that are small or something. They don't sit on your lap, you know, as you would like. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to just stick with the same size. I'll probably just go with the 6. I don't want to do the 6 1/4. So, kind of does look like 6 1/2. I don't know. I'll 6 1/2, and then we'll do the 8. So that's what I'll do for mine. So let me get this stuff put away, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I have a cutting board underneath me, well, on top of my workstation. So, because we're going to be needing to cut this. Now, I will just say, I'll just say this. These are going to be what I measure to that will be comfortable for me. You don't have to cut your composition book. You don't have to do anything. You can just simply skip that cutting stuff and just follow me along. But I would rather cut mine because I find that if I have a smaller journal, just like what I had, that it still will accommodate for me as far as traveling wise. So you can do anything you want. If you want yours, you know, like traveler size where it's real small over here and this is your journal, you can do any size fashion you want. It's up to you. But what I've done is I went on ahead and I've measured out how much I want off the sides, and I did go with the 6 1/2. The reason why I cut this off, and you might say, well, why'd you leave that 1 inch? Well, is because of my tabs. So by adding my tabs, it almost gives me the width of a 6 1/2 inch book. So if that makes any sense. And I'm still okay with that size. But I think if I didn't cut this off and I had my tabs would be way out here, and that's just kind of too big for me. So also too as well, I went on ahead and I've cut off, I'm going to cut off 1.5 inches up here at the top. So that'll be what I'm going to do first, and we're going to start with this book, and we're going to carefully take layers by layers and cutting down your book and staying consistent, and don't go too hard on yourself, or you'll find that you'll slip out of lines or slip out of place. Now I use this breakaway knife. What this does is it has pieces in here that you can snap off and you can move to the next blade. So that's what I have. And this one, I think I got it over Ace Hardware or something, but it's really no fashion for it. But what I need to do though is I do need to replace my blade before I do this. So how I do that is I just carefully lock it back and right there to the edge, and I just take a pair of pliers and I just snap it off. Okay, and what I'll do with this right here is I'll put it in a bottle, a soda bottle or something that's getting thrown away. I'll put it in one of those and get rid of my blade. Alright, so here we go, guys. Let me get my blade locked in. Oh, you know what's gonna happen, guys? I need to change the blade altogether because this book is thick and I need this blade to go all the way down. So, and it's not wanting to do that. Let's see. I don't know if I can get it done or not. We'll see. Just go nice and slow. And you just start off up at the top. Don't do your sides. If you're going to cut, don't do your sides. Do your top first. Alright, I'm going to start moving these papers out of the way because they're cut and there's no sense in having them in the way. Alright, nice and easy. Move back your cutted pieces. Start back there where the spine is, or you can get it later. You don't have to try and fight with it now. See, I'm not cutting, I'm not going down far enough. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got it fixed. So I got my blade changed. Get that over there. Alright, so now I'm taking this apart, and as you see, the new blade worked perfect. Alright, so we're just gonna follow right here, right down to our last panel. I mean our the whole thing that we just cut off. Alright, now I see this is a little crooked and it's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see. Yes, much better. You might have to fool with it to get it trimmed up perfect the way you want it. Okay, so we got the top done. And then we'll move this out of the way. Okay, so now we have the side to do. Now the reason why I wanted to do the top is because you're not stretching a long ways with the blade. It's short. Do the top, then the side, and your side's just as short as your top is. So you're not having to go all the way from top to bottom on the book, because it is a bit bigger book. So you just want to keep like short strides and cutting off your, get this out of the way, cutting your composition book down. Nice and slow. I think for me it's, you know, holding the ruler in place so your knife doesn't slip. I would have to say though, those little grooves right there help holding it steady. I hope you guys are excited about this. I am. And the only reason why is just because it's gonna be a beach theme journal. I love the beach. I just don't want to live there. It's too hot. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. Now that didn't take too long, did it? And look at that size. I really like that size. So, yeah. So we're not doing anything with the spine or anything else like that. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about some material on this. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Okay, here we go. This, I think my daughter bought this at Walmart, but it's the Pioneer Woman collection. It's the fat quarter bundle, and there's 6 pieces in here. And I love this twist tie. I'm already thinking, y'all, I know what I want to do for my closure. I think I want to use this this tie, if I can get it undone. Come on. Oh, there we go. But yes, I'm thinking about using this tie as a closure. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. But yeah, I was thinking about using this as a closure. But so anyway, I already really picked. I'm going to go with the coral on my book. Y'all can't see it, the colors of it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the color of it. It looks darker in the camera for some reason. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to use. Now you can use any kind of material to get ready to cover your book. You can use any kind of material. You can use sheeting material, you know, like an old sheet. You know, just use something like that. You know, start tearing that thing up. Oh my goodness. You would like it. I'm telling you. This is going to need some ironing. I can't deal with it like this. I've got to go iron this. Okay, I'm back. Alright guys, I went on ahead and I was playing around with this, and the black was showing through when I would wrap it. And I was just messing around, and actually this just peels right off. It's covering the seam where the signatures are sewed in. So now I've exposed the threads. But you know what? I'm okay with that. So I like that a lot better. So you can keep yours on if you want. If you're going with a theme that you don't mind that dark color or whatever. Or maybe you've got something cloth that you're covering it with and you don't see it. But mine showed, so I went on ahead and took mine off. Alright, so while I was away also too, I went on ahead and pulled out some scraps. Because say they were printed on, but I pulled out some scraps, and what we're going to do is we're going to put our white paper right on top of this, and it'll look a lot better when it gets wrapped. So what we're going to use is, let's see, I'm going to use my glue over here. I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this. So, because we're just gluing paper to paper, and you don't have to rough this up or anything. So I just want to go ahead and put this paper down and just cover it up. Or you could use double-sided tape at this point if you wanted to. But throughout my crafting, you'll see that I'll just wind up using my white glue. So I don't really use too much of the double-sided tape. If I could, you know, for example, but you could use your double-sided tape in this point right here. And as I got glue all over my fingers, everywhere. Alright, let's get this pressed down. Put it in its place where it's going to be. Make sure that you're not going over the edges. You don't want to go over the edge and disturb what you've got going on. You just want to basically get the blue covered up. For me anyway, because that's the color of it. And just take your bone folder, and you're just going to burnish it in place. Look at me, I keep moving it. It won't stay. Okay, just burnish that down. And of course, get rid of all of the excess glue. Alright, now we're going to do the inside. And we're going to glue from this side of the edge. Okay, from the edge in. Don't put your cardstock up against the seam. You don't want to do that. You want to stay away from there. So we just need to put some tape on this. Some glue on this. go. You don't need too much, because this is going to be covered with material anyway. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side. We are going to turn this composition book into a beautiful journal that we can reflect to every day, every month, all throughout 2023. Now, you may not be like one of those, well, I'm not a really big journal maker or a journal writer or something like that. But you can reflect inside this as well with photos. I mean, if you're one of those that love to take pictures and, you know, put them in a photo album to reflect too. I mean, you could use this too as well. I mean, I gotta make sure I didn't get glue on those papers. That's very important. You gotta make sure you don't get glue on your papers. But like I said though, if you don't write a lot, I mean, just reflect throughout the whole year of, you know, something that you've done throughout the whole year. You may want to make journals in here about your classes in school or something like that, or, you know, whatever. This is just going to be a, I don't know what even to call this yet. I haven't even figured that out. But we're just gonna journal away and see how this winds up. I think I want to do a little bit of decoration to it, but I gotta also be mindful because I'll be throwing it in my purse and things like that. So, but yeah. Alright, so I want this right here. I want it to go this way. Alright, line up one corner, line up the other. Looks good. Make sure we're straight. There we go. Alright, so now we got that all covered up. Alright, so thinking. I don't know if I want my material to go all the way inside my book. So I was thinking maybe I should just wrap the outside and then we'll go from there for whatever we're gonna do for the inside. But yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do. How I'm gonna do this is I'm simply gonna just lay out my book just like this. Alright, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but you see how your threads are coming out up at the, you know, during the edges and stuff, and it gets really shabby looking or wore out. I think I want to put that for my edge. Like, say I want to take the book close to the edge and glue it down. That's what I'm thinking. So now normally if you wanted to, you could also take your book and you can also wrap it like this. But I find it hard to do, especially with material down here binding in with the spine, because your material would have to be cut to accommodate for the pages in order to lay the material down. I mean, you could do that if you wanted to, but for me, that I just want to go ahead and put it on the edges and then maybe shabby chic it. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. So, and in order to accommodate that, we're just going to simply take my scissors right there And then I also want to turn this around. And I want to cut about, say there. Yeah. So, this is what I do to find my straight line. I don't even measure it or anything. So I just do this until I get to where I need to tear from the other side. And there we go. Alright, so now I have this one, this piece, material. I'm just taking off the little threads, actually. Trying to anyway, but they're sticking to my sweater. Alright. So, let me just get rid of these longer threads. Come on now. Alright. So, we are going to start from the front. And we're going to go ahead and put our material to the paper. Now, for this, I like to use Fabri-Tac. Now, you can use your white glue if you want to, but I would just rather use the Fabri-Tac. The only reason why is because sometimes it depends on the glue. If the glue's white glue, then it would probably show up on top of your material. But using Fabri-Tac, which is acetone-based gel, it tries not to come through the material. But if I was to press it down really, really good, of course the glue would absorb from the material. But we're just going to try and put it down the best that we can. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do this book. I'm not going to put glue on my material. I'm going to do my book. Now let's go ahead and lay this out just like this. And we'll start over here because I didn't want to get glue on our pages. So, and let's see, I think I want it to be like this. This is crooked. And it's gonna drive me crazy because I'm gonna line it up at the top. Well, maybe it's not too bad. It's not bad. Alright, so we'll go with it. Alright, all I'm gonna do is just line some glue up around the edges. Now, as far as the spine's concerned, you want to make sure that if you pulled off your backing like I did, you want to make sure, let's start right here in the spine and get this glue down in here really, really good. And then we'll come here and start doing the edges. But we want to make sure that the stitching stays because I took that top piece off. So we're just going to put some more glue right here and make sure that that spine doesn't come apart, which it's not going to either, is because I've got the material that's going to be glued to it. So it makes it sturdy. Alright, so now we're just going to take our glue. I know you can't see me down here, I'm sorry. I'm just putting glue everywhere. Want to make sure you get really good and glued down because you don't want this fabric coming back off at the edges. Oops. Alright. So I'm going to start with the edge over here first, and then I'll drag my material to the spine. I want to put it where it's just hanging over the edge because I like that. I like that shabby to it. And then lay it out flat. Give it a good press. And you know what? That piece of cardboard, I knew it was going to show through. There we go. So now we're good. Alright. Now we're just going to follow the same way. Make sure you flip your pages the other way so you don't get glue on them. Okay, you just want to smooth it out. I got something right there. Oh, let's see. Smooth it out, lay it on there nice and gentle, and just lightly press. Lightly press. That's all you want to do. Lightly press. You can fold it and just kind of work it out. Now you ask about these strings. Well, it's going to sit there and keep stringing. Well, it will until it gets to the edge of the book. And then where you've glued the fabric down, it will stop. But yeah, it will stop. But I just love that shabby to it. Do you know what I mean? I just like it. I mean, it adds character to the pages. So, but okay, so we got that down. Alright. I really need this material to dry before we start doing anything else. So I'm gonna, of course, cut this and then I'll pull on it to make it look fuzzy on the sides. I think what we'll do is we've already did, that's just driving me crazy. I can't get it off. Okay. Okay, so what we've already done is we've cut our pages. We've got our material wrapped around them. Alright. Gotta be careful. Oh, look at there. See what happened? I let glue get through on this page right here and it glued to the paper. So that's throughout this whole project, you're gonna find that protecting your pages from glue is what you're going to be doing until you get done building your book. I'm just going to say that. So, but you just want to try and not have glue on the pages. It makes a really bad mess. Trust me. You know, so. But anyway, yeah, so let's stop here for today. I want my material to dry really good, and I know that I'll probably come back in an hour and it'll be really good and dried. But I'm going to stop the video in here. So what we've done today is we've cut the size of our composition book, and we did all of the material covering. And when we get back, what we'll do is we're going to start with the pages. I'm going to start with those and kind of get a formation of how we're going to continue with doing the journal. So I hope you guys are excited about this, and I can't wait. It's going to be a beach theme. I've never had a beach themed journal. So, but yeah, see, they keep coming out, and that doesn't bother me. It really, really doesn't. And like I said, it'll stop doing it once it gets to the edge of the cardboard. Alright guys, so I think that's it for today, and I will catch you guys here soon. But I hope you liked the video, and give me a thumbs up, please, and let me know what you think, and what kind of paper did you pick out, or your theme. Let me know what your theme is. So we'll share everything I like. But anyway, give me a thumbs up, and do subscribe and like my channel, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.